Hello, everyone. Hi, Michelle, Nicole, Max.
Hello.
Hi. How are you, everyone? Mita is coming, right?
Good. Yeah.
Some people ask me to open the Mita exam on Thursday because that person got to be at work, or some people got to be out of town. So if you have those kind of situation, you can do on Thursday evening. 7 p.m. You can do it. Okay. Otherwise, if you need one more day to study, then you just take on Friday. Okay. So you can start anytime from Friday, early morning to late evening. The last start time is 7 p.m. Okay. That means that to log on to the quizzes in Canvas, it's 7. Okay. And so you still have 2 hours to do it, 7, 8, 9. The system will close at 9. So, and today we are going to review for final midterm. So I hope you already studied look at the practice review problems. And today is a good time to ask me among those questions, any problem you have, questions, we can go over. Um, So, anybody want to start first to point out any questions?
Is the normal um
Normal probability distribution. Yep. I saw
how
you post the 3 problems, right?
the
ABC from the normal distribution. And you said that your calculator is older, TI-84.
it is an older one and I do
So,
manage. I just make a couple extra steps.
uh,
Um,
hmm, the older
but
one, because I also have older one. The older one, you just have to do,
inverse, I do inverse norm instead, and then I don't have to do the subtraction.
oh, no, no, no. I will show you. You don't need.
Okay.
Yeah. I have older one too. Yeah. But I'm not using anymore. But I know what's the difference between the two because I started using the older one, then move on to the new one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I should click on recording. Yes, we started. Okay, good. Um, So your question, I can show you how to use your calculator to do it. Do you want me to show that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So that
I mean,
question
I'm
can answer
in
any
over my
question
head.
about the chapter 6, normal distribution. Okay. And,
Yeah, for me, chapters 3 and 4 were harder than chapter 5 and 6, but
yeah.
yeah, that's what I found. I don't
Mm.
know why chapter 4 was for me the hardest.
Mm. So try to
Um,
find out the question of the chapter 4. Okay. Today.
okay, let me,
And I can also show you how to use the TI 84, 83 to do it. Okay.
okay,
Um,
get my notes. I'm sorry.
First, it's
I'm in New York and it's 8 o'clock at night here, so it's a little,
oh,
um,
where are you?
I'm, I'm in New York for work,
Oh, New York. Okay. So
so
you
I'm a
are ahead
little,
of us. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a
So
little,
for you, it's 8 o'clock at night.
it's 8 o'clock, which is not that late, but after a long day of work, it's late enough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tired.
Um,
I can show the one I already copy and paste your question onto the whiteboard to show that the
yeah,
same
okay.
one
I'm,
first.
I'm happy for any kind of review. So,
Yeah, then you can
yeah,
keep on looking any question from chapter 4 or from the midterm review. Anybody take a look. Any problem you have questions there.
yeah,
So let me find out this one first.
if I can shrink this, I could go to, whoops, to the midterm review.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I get there on this thing.
Join, and close this one. I have many pages open, so make it very difficult to see. Okay, so I close that and let's see. Let me share first. Share the whiteboard that I already posted to ABC. I think that's a good example to explain chapter 6. Okay. Everybody can see it.
Yep.
Review for midterm exam. Example from chapter 6. And that's the example from you. Make
Okay.
or should I pronounce make it?
No, Miguel, that's right.
Make is right? Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. All right, so to do this type of the problem like normal distribution, okay, bell-shaped data distributed. The
Yeah.
problem always will tell us normally distributed. That's the keyword, right?
Yep. It's like this.
Yeah, they always will point out something normally distributed. Then they will provide some mean, right? And provide the standard deviation. Okay. So with this, we have used all of them. Okay. So I will show you using the TI-8384 now. Okay. Because that's an easier, quick way to get done. Um, so let me erase things. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to continue coming here, post a question. All right. So first, we should place our calculator. Doesn't matter TID384 or the older version or newer version. First thing you do, you need to place on second vowels. Okay. That's bring you the second function hidden on the calculator there. So second vowels will bring up. So I just hit the second vowels. Okay. Second vowels, and you will see distributions. Let's take care. Normal distribution, t distribution, and any other chi-square distribution in the future we are going to study more. The function is always is all here. When we need looking for the probability. So first, I'm going to normal CDF. Look at, you have to choose normal, option 2. Okay.
Okay.
Option 2. And option 2 will indicate this is a normal for normal. And normal, we have PDF and CDF. Choose a CDF, okay, CDF.
Okay.
And after I choose that one, they will you hit the enter. They will expect you to enter what's the lower bound, what is the upper bound. Because remember, chapter 6 with chapter 5, chapter 6, they are dealing with the continuous random variable. So probability is looking for the area under the curve. Area.
Okay.
So we can
Yep.
take care, cover all the variable continuous happening. That's why we call continuous random variable. Okay. For that reason, you always have to provide what's the lower limit, what's the upper limit, right? Or call lower bound, upper bound, so we can cover all like one interval. Okay, that's the reason. So first, I need to put the in for the new calculator, TI-84 plus CE. I know some people they bought the new one. Then the screen will pop up the lower bound, upper bound, mean, standard deviation, ask you to paste into the function. That's more detail. But for the older function, they don't provide this. Older calculator, TI-83, 84, do not provide that. But it's okay. There's a normal CDF with straightforward to pop up there. They just need to remember, enter the lower limit as possible. So if you are looking for something which is looking for probability, the A is looking for probability, right? I should write down here. A is looking for probability. Our random variable find the probability that score more than 65. So we are looking for greater, right? You had to
Yep.
translate into the algebra. Greater is that the direction. Greater than 65. So this is what we are looking for. What's the probability of this? Okay. So what I do, hit the TI-83, 84. Okay. I'm showing that using the TI-83, 84. Okay. So using TI-8384, based on second box, option 2, normal CDF will pop up, okay? And the newer calculator just tell you more detail, enter the lower bound, upper bound, mean, standard deviation one by one. But for the older calculator, you just put it into the function yourself. So since this is greater than 65, then we understand like algebra. If the number starting 65, greater than 65, that means the next number is 66, 67, go to the 100 or 1,000 or million, infinity going there, okay? Greater than 65. So the low bound is starting 65. So just hit in the parentheses inside, 65, comma, and put the upper bound ending where? And we know it ending the end of the curve, normal curve there. So once I went to the conference, mathematical conference, and I made the TI 80 TI test instrument representative in the conference, and he told me, I say, to the infinity, do we need to put that the number go to the power? Kind of difficult to type that. And he said, no, you just type in 9999. He suggested me. Okay, he's a technician for the TI calculator. So he said, for the upper bound, very great number, just put a 4 or the 9. And if you need to go to low bound, go to very small number, the other side of the curve, you put a negative 99999. That's why created this number for us, much easier. Then you can put the mean, and the mean problem says 63. So I just put the 63, comma, standard deviation is a 5. So it's kind of follow the order. Low bound, comma, upper bound, comma, mean, comma, standard deviation. That we need to put in. And close parenthesis. And hit the enter, right? And we pop out the answer already, okay? So now I come to my calculator. And new calculator, they always create something for you, the lower bound or upper bound, but it's okay. You can try the one I'm showing you here to see it work or not. So I put a 65, upper bound, I just put a 4 of the 9. Mean is a 63, and standard deviation is a 5 point. And paste into the function, that the function normal CDF, okay? And hit enter. You should get an answer already. You should obtain the probability as 0 point. They always put a point something. And I like to put a 0 point because that way don't get confused. They only show the decimal digits. So it's 0.34457, right? Usually I will go to the 5, then I round to 4, okay? Because our traditional table, the probability for the normal distribution always round off to the 4 decimal. So I would like to follow that way format of presenting your probability. And usually problem will tell you how many decimal to go. But if they didn't tell you, just go to 4 decimal, okay? 0.3446. Because my fifth decimal is 7, right? And I round off to the 5 here as 1 unit. So my final answer will be this one, okay? So this is for the item A. For any problem, if the problem asks you greater than something, you do this way, okay? You only change the number, right? But remember, greater than the end of the limit, upper bound or upper limit, you have to put a greater number, and that's the 4 of the 9 can do it, okay? Then for the B, okay, for the B, is asking probability that randomly selected students scored less than 85. So this is a good example. If the question asks me less than, okay? If they ask you less than or equal, it's the same answer. Because for continuous random variable, we need to find out the interval of the variable. So that the equal, actually the area of the equal is nothing, okay? So less than or equal or exactly just less than, it's the same answer. Okay. So bring the variable x, the score, less than 65. I just put it there. And equal what? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I will repeat the same thing, hit my calculator. I will copy this, Control C. Okay. The only thing I will change is now it's less than 65. So now you hit a single 65. Okay, smaller than 65. So that means my limit on the left-hand side will be going to the negative side, the infinity there, right? So you need to change that number. So I will change to, go to the negative side, you to the negative 9999. And be careful on your calculator, not the negative, it's not the subtraction negative, okay? You need to use the one inside parenthesis. Otherwise, system will tell
This
you
one.
error message, okay? You have to choose the one, minus sign is below, I think that, from the right side, when you look at the calculator from the right side, second column, the button key, that one. The minus sign inside the parenthesis, that stands for negative for the calculator. So negative 9999, that stands for all I want to count. Everything smaller than 65 to the end of the curve there. Then ending 65, so I will change to 65, right? And the mean is still same problem. So mean is 63. Standard deviation is still 5. So just follow the order. The lower bound, upper bound, 65 because less than 65. So 65 is the greatest number we will consider. Then the mean, then comma, then the standard deviation, same order. Okay. And enter, it should come out the answer already. So if you use a PI 83, 84 calculator. So quick, you can get your answer. You don't need a table. And I will go there again. But the problem is the calculator, you have to do again, okay? But it's okay. It's very quick for you to enter the number. So the lower bound, I will put the minus sign inside the parenthesis, 9999. Upper bound ending with the 65, because this time it's looking for less than, right? And the mean is the same thing, 63, standard deviation is 5, and go to enter. When you check your screen, shows a negative 9999, comma, 65, comma, 63, comma, 5. Enter. You got the answer already, okay? It should come out. The answer is 0.6554, right? 6554. You have more decimal there. If you want to go to the 5 decimal, next one is a 2. Then we can round this one to the 4 decimal as 0.6554. Okay. So I hope you give it a try. You should get the same answer as I do. Okay. If you got the same answer, that means you know how to use your TI calculator now. Sometimes you can just use the calculator. Okay. Don't need to look at the
Hold on. I'm trying.
tables. Okay. And the item C, I know item C is application from percentile. So we need to kind of apply the concept of the percentile from the chapter 2 here, right? So item C, we are looking for
3.
the 90th percentile. So this one, notation of the 90th percentile, you have to put the capital P, still use the capital P, but you have to make a smaller subscript. But my whiteboard cannot make it small. So I will just type in 90 like that.
Professor, on the second one, when we did the second var with the negative 99,
You have
I
to put the
entered it,
minus
but then
sign.
I didn't get the,
You have to put the negative sign.
Yeah,
I
Ne
mine
didn't get the
came out
answer
funny
right. I did
too.
the first one right, but the second one, I couldn't get it.
Did you put the negative sign?
Yeah,
Oh,
mine came out funny too.
did it say error?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine said
because you
error
didn't
Syntax
too.
follow
error.
my instruction. Please look here what I reminded you. You need
Well,
to
I
use
did
the
the first
minus
one
sign
right.
inside the parentheses.
Oh, and the
It's the
parentheses.
second column of your calculator, the bottom one, not that subtraction symbol on the right, on the first column.
Well, how do I
Second
get to
column.
that though? That's not
Try again. Use that minus sign inside the parentheses.
I did, but I didn't put another parenthesis. Damn
Mm-hmm. Try again. You will get it right.
Oh,
Follow
so
the
we have
way.
to do,
Yeah. Okay. Try again. The first parenthesis the calculator will provide to you, but the inside this parenthesis, I just try to show you which one. You don't need a type of parenthesis. It's here. The calculator, I try to show you the key is the minus sign inside the parenthesis.
it.
Okay.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
It looks like this.
Yeah, right. That one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Type just hit that one.
But
But
you
you don't
hit
need it. You don't need to type in minus parenthesis again there. Okay. So
add
just
that
hit
into the upper and then the lower.
no, this is for lower.
Let me see.
Lower bound is a negative, right?
yeah, mine worked this time.
Look at this. Let me
Let's
draw
see how yours are going, Rodella.
the normal curve. Okay.
I know.
And
I think I have to just put
we
the
are looking
parentheses.
for the mean is 63 is here. 63. And if less than 65, okay, 65, this also is here. So if we are looking for 65, that means we are looking for this probability, the area. More than 65. Go to the left-hand side. And you know the left-hand side, we don't know what's number to end. So we assume it's a kind of negative infinity there. But the problem is infinity, we cannot calculate anything, okay? So that's why we need to give some number because area is area. You cannot just assume, put a negative infinity, that doesn't come out anything. Then that's why the technician or the TI 83, 80, TI calculator told me you can just put a big number, 4 of the 9 like that, okay? He suggested me to do that. So you can cover everything, how small it is, go to the left-hand side. The area, the probability, less than 65, go to the left. That's why. But on your calculator, you need to looking for minus sign inside the parenthesis. Otherwise, we'll give you the error, okay? If you type in that, enter that subtraction symbol, after under the multiplication symbol, that the minus, that will give you error. This is the right one, like someone showed me earlier. Who showed me that? Nicole, right? Did you show me the calculator?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
thank
here.
you. Yeah, that's the right one. The second column, the bottom one, okay?
Yeah.
So try again. Everybody should get the same answer, right? I want to make sure everyone can do it, okay? Because our meter exam is going to have question like this: greater than, less than, right? In between is easier, okay? I think I should make up something in between to show you. Well, let me finish this item C, find the 90th percentile. So to find the 90th percentile, you can also use the calculator to do it, okay? And we just apply the same concept. Now, remember, Robin said we are looking for a value, okay? That's we cover 90% of the data below some number. So this time, on the left-hand side, okay? Left-hand side here is the 90% of the data should be here. Another 90%, you can change it to 0.9. That's easier to do the calculation, okay? Because, 90%, 90% is the same as 90 divided by 100. And that's will give you equally as a probability. We usually use a decimal as a 0.9, okay? We give it a 0.9. So just assume the area to the left of this percentile we are looking for here This point here is the one we call 90th percentile.
Concept.
90th percentile means the value which will cover 90% to the left and the data 90% below to this one. So this one is kind of a little bit higher than any number, any data here, okay, any data here included in this 90% to the left-hand side here. So understood the definition of the percentile, you can use our TI calculator to help, okay? But this time you should try to use another function because this time the problem gives you the area first. 90% to the left-hand side, 0.9 is probability. Percentage is just like a probability, same thing, area, 0.9. So I will use another function here. Okay, use this. Okay, so I will hit my calculator this way. It still use the second vowels, but this time you should choose the option 3, okay? Option 3. Option 3 says, okay, look at the calculator mine. Option 3, second vowels. Option 3 is the inverse norm. Use the inverse norm. When the problem give you the probability first, or give you the percentage first, like percentile, providing the percentage probability first, 90.9 to the left-hand side, then that's good. If you know the area, you can just type in what's the area to the left-hand side. So I just type in 0.9, okay? Then comma. If you have new calculator, TI 84 plus CE, they will ask you, what's the area? And that's the means the area to the left, okay? So will be that the 0.9. You need to type in 0.9. Then mean is the same thing, 63 point. Standard deviation, same problem, 5 point, put a 5. Then paste into the function inverse norm. So for the older TI-84, just type it in yourself. 0.9 first. You have to just remember or take a note. Area first, comma, then mean, then standard deviation. So then type in the mean, 63, type in the 5, standard deviation. If you have a older calculator like a TI-83, just type in, but you have to follow the right order. Area, comma, mean, comma, standard deviation. Then enter, right? Hit the enter. Okay. So I will hit the enter now. Enter. I should get the answer already. And we give you the value. What's the value of the P percentile? 90th percentile should equal this number from the calculator, 69.4. Okay. If the problem say rounded to the whole number, you can give the I think you can give the 70, okay, 70 point, because it needed to be above the 90% of the any data inside. And you may try to enter this number because I don't know, the problem asks you how many decimal there, okay? But this one is the closest one. But if the problem want the whole number only, I will give the next whole number. I will round it to the score as 70. Because the score as 70 should cover that 60, that all the 90% of the data there, okay? The percentile. So migrate, maybe you can take a try, enter your answer. What's the correct answer there? Do they
Yep.
just
got-
want whole
I
number
did get that. I got that 69.4077.
and if they want the whole number, just round off
70.
70. Yeah,
Yeah.
they should do it. Okay. So you can use
Yeah.
a TI-8384 calculator to get a percentile as well. Okay. It's
Yeah.
application of the area first, probability first. Okay. And that's okay. We just enter that one first, then comma, mean, comma, standard deviation, okay? All right, so this is a good question to take care chapter 6 problems. And chapter 6, we have one more type of the question. So I like to create one more question here for you to practice. One more, let me put it here, okay. let's put as D, okay? If you need to find the probability, for example, we did the 65 all the time here. So let's say I want to find the student who can get a score between 45 and 90. Okay, let's say that the mean is 63. So let's see what kind of probability we can have, okay, like this. If the question asks you in between, okay, some
Okay.
random variable x between the two value there, and ask you to find out what is the probability of this. And how can we find out? You just enter the calculator, instantly we give to you, okay? So I will use the same function here, second balls, and option 2 to call the normal CDF, okay? And you just enter what's the lower bound. Lower bound is 45, comma, upper bound ending the 90, comma, mean score 63, comma, standard deviation 5 point, close parenthesis. Then hit the enter, right? Enter. And let me try my calculator, what do we come out? So I go to second vowels and select option 2. When looking for probability, always doing this. So enter the lower bound 45, upper bound 90, and mean is 63, and standard deviation 5, paste into the function. Take a look again, everything's right, then hit enter. Wow, I got one strong probability here, right? You will obtain 0.99984, something like that. And if problem asks me rounded to 4 decimal, I will give the 0.9998. Okay, so I hope you do together with me, you should get the same answer here. And for this item of D, I created now. That's to help you if the exam question come out of something with in between, right? X in between two numbers. You still can do it. H is the easier one, right? You just put a lower bound, what is the smallest number on the left-hand side, and it's kind of just looking for, if the mean is here, 63, and 45, they say, is from here, right? And who got 90 maybe on the right side here. So the area should be big, right? The area should be covered from 45 to the 90 here. Will be a big area, close over. From 45 to the 90, this area here is a 0.999984. Okay, that's the meaning of this question here. Looking for the area in between 45 to the 90. And we know when we make the wider range of the score, like an exam score, we should have more people, more percentage of the student got the score between 45 to the 90. That's kind of makes sense here. Okay. Yeah, so this is a very good question to help you to single chapter 5. You just need to use this actually the basic 3 ways here: greater than, less than, in between. And in case they give you like a percentile, give you the area first, probability first, you can use the second vowels, that one, inverse no. So you can take care of all the questions of the chapter 6 here, okay, without using that table, G-score table. Because sometimes G-score table, when you read by mistake, okay, sometimes easily to make a mistake. If you read the wrong line, wrong column, and easily make a mistake here. And to read the GIST table, you need to convert this exam score into the G score. We still have to apply not the formula, right? You need to convert into G score in order to use the G score table. Any data score X given to us, you need to minus the mean right? Minus the mean score to see how far away from the mean. Then you still need to divide by standard deviation to see the ratio, how many times of this deviation from the mean. And that's the G-score, right? Then from this number, you have to go to the table looking for positive G-score or the negative G-score. It's more challenging to do the traditional way there. That's why from the beginning, I suggest you to get a TI calculator because it's much easier, simple to get your answer out, okay? And no mistake because computation error is not, you will not commit those kind of error. Calculator will computing for you, okay? All right, so now let's go to midterm review practice. Do you have any question from that review problem there? I will stop share. No. Yeah.
I just had a quick question. I wanted to know for
Sure.
the formula sheet, we can put in the steps to use on our calculator.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome. So prepare your a sheet of the paper, right? Just standard size. Okay. Standard size of the paper. This is like the 8.5 by 11, right? Regular paper. You can put your formulas or definitions, something you cannot memorize. Okay. Put in, it's okay. Just one sheet. And any other question you have?
Look at the review questions.
Yeah, I think someone put the chat there. Oh, Yvette, is that right? Thompson?
Yeah, you just
Oh,
mentioned because I work from like 6 to 6
oh,
Friday,
you can take exam at 7 p.m.
Thursday. It'll
Thursday.
open.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's open. It
okay,
opens at started at 7 p.m. on Thursday.
okay. Thank
Some
you.
student already asked me to do that. Same as your situation. They have to work until 5, 6. Yeah.
So
Or
we can
you can
go
start it
from
at 7
Thursday to
p.m.
Friday?
You can do Thursday, 7 p.m.
What time is it on Friday, Professor?
Anytime on Friday.
From
From
what
early
time to what
morning
time?
to the 7 p.m. The last starting time is 7 p.m. on Friday. That's the last one.
So it's from 7 p.m. Thursday all the way to 7 p.m. Friday.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah. So some people want to
that's
do the
great.
1 a.m. in the morning. It's okay too.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Thank you.
A
You're
lot. Yeah, thank you. 'Cause
okay. Maybe that's
I
a
start
good
work at
time. Very
6,
quiet.
but it'll be 3 there, so
Yeah,
that's
sure.
great.
But you're gonna go over what we're going over, right?
Yeah, no, I expect that you ask me the question now because there's no
Oh, but
time for me to do one by one here because we have so many midterm review problem, right? I expect that you already take a look and to see which one you need my help here. And let me see, stop share of this one. Let's go to the midterm review problems. So let me open
so
it.
yeah, let's go to share the midterm review, Professor, because that way we know like exactly what we should be
Okay,
studying
so
more
this is the
about.
midterm review problems. And I hope you already started to take a look of what is this kind of problem here. And the beginning is started with chapter 2, right? Chapter 1,
Right.
just terminology. I didn't ask anything here because that's supposed some terminology applied to the questions. And chapter 2, I would
I know,
say,
but did you get that on math 096 or are you doing it at the 1000 one?
what?
Are you doing it at
Same
statistics?
thing. Mass 160
Correct.
is a state 1000. The state, our California state, just change the number. Change
I
it.
know, but which one are you looking at the assignments from? Because I'm always on both.
Midterm exam, of course, is in the Mass 160. You don't have the
Okay,
midterm exam for the Mass 96. 96 is no midterm exam. 96 is just help you to prepare to
correct.
able to pass your statistic. So your exam always posted in the Math 160 site. And that's
Okay.
state 1000, same name. It's the same subject, but they changed the name.
I know, but the homework is it's in the statistics book that we have, like the review, correct? That's what we've been reviewing.
There's a link, hon, in the stats. There's a link in the discussion
I
for
already posted the you
for week 8.
posted.
You see it?
Okay. Come to the discussions. Okay.
You go to the
Week 8.
discussion for week 8, and then there's
I
a link, and it
share.
takes you through all the questions that are for
Okay, I missed
the
that
midterm
one.
review.
Go to the week 8 discussions and midterm
And
review for
and
answer
see
questions.
there, then there's a link, and then that takes you to a sheet of all the questions, and it has like an answer key as well.
Okay, you're talking at statistics, correct?
That's right.
Okay, because there's two parts. I'm like confused. There it
I
is,
know it's total. I'm with you. It's confusing.
girl.
No, this is in stats.
I
It's
think
in
it's the extra
statistics.
credit part, right?
Correct. The extra
Yeah,
credit part.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
I think I did that too. Okay, thank you.
So you can share with me which question you want me to go over.
Can we look at question 32 on the
Which one?
midterm 32 on the midterm review? I'm just
32?
trying to see.
Okay, sure. Let's look at midterm review. 32. I try to open first. And everybody just go to the stat 1000 because only the statistic we have exam. I stated it very clearly from the beginning already. So midterm exam, of course, you have to come to stat 1000 and go to the discussions, week 8, and looking for open up the midterm review. And you said the problem number 32, is that right?
Yes.
32. I try to find out the question. Yeah, okay. So let me copy this one onto our whiteboard. So let me copy. New. And bring to the whiteboard. Okay. So now we are doing the midterm review problems.
2 standard deviation.
And Control V. Okay. Then I'm going to do the sharing with you. Okay, share. Share. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
And can make it bigger. Yeah. Problem number 32. Okay. So let's see. Problem 32 is determine if the outcome is unusual. Consider as unusual and the result that differs from the mean by more than 2 standard deviations. Okay. Also, this problem gives you the hint. How can we determine the value they are unusual? It's a plus or minus 2 standard deviation. Okay. Okay. So first thing I do, let me bring this one.
On the midterm review, is it going to be this many questions, Professor?
That's what
Or
you see from the sheets here. Okay.
okay,
I think that's the maximum. How many? 34 or more? Someone can tell you.
yeah, 30 more, 40,
If you open up, you should see 30 something.
40. I see 40. That's
40?
okay.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that's the 40 problem with the answer key come with. Okay. So I try to show, okay, I already copied that into the whiteboard now. And I hope I share with you with the whiteboard. Do I? Maybe it's not. Let me share again. I think I share with you with the canvas. So whiteboard is the one I can write something. Okay. I want to be able to show you the work. Okay.
The exam says 15 questions.
Yeah, I didn't think you gave that much last time.
Okay, so a survey for brain recognition. I think that's the question here.
Professor, on the exam, you're only going to give like 15 questions out of all this, right?
Only 15 questions. It's not out of this. It's a 15 question, including this and the homework and test. Okay. Okay. Because it could be selected from your homework, could be selected from your online test. That's a test 1, test 2. I will say more, yeah, test 2 and test 1, test 2. So you need to finish your test 2, okay? And finish your homework up to the chapter 7. Okay? Your chapter 7 will ask you the questions from central limit theorem. That's for sure will be on the exam. Okay. And only when you finish chapter 7 homework, you will get a practice one with that. And our review also got that. Okay. Review problem also give you chance to see chapter 7. I think the last 2 questions is from chapter 7. So let's answer this one first. And this one, I would say a survey for okay, a survey. 68% of the consumer have heard door computer company. A survey of the 800 selected the consumer to be conducted. For such a group of the 800 people, would it be unusual to get 698 consumer who recognize the company? Yes or no? So it's asking you, is this will be the unusual number? This is 800. Okay. So you need to figure out
Are you using the whiteboard, Professor, so we can see it?
I thought you are seeing my whiteboard now.
I can see it.
We can see it.
You can't, I can't see
Yes,
it. I
we
don't know
can
what
see
happened
it.
to it.
This is a whiteboard. We just finished earlier that the 3 problem from the migrate. And yeah, it's there. This is a whiteboard. Okay. So, okay. So we need to find out what is the mean, okay? Look at the mean first. And to find out the mean, probably say the total number of the survey is 800 people, okay? So I will find out the what's the mean here. And remember, the survey here is either answer yes or no, okay? When people, you survey the people, you know, do you recognize this company or not? The answer of the people will say, yeah, I know the company. My school uses this, right? Or you say, no, I never heard about it. So I always use different brand of the computer. So it's kind of binomial. You have, when you read the problem, you kind of have to think about what kind of distributions here. It's kind of like from the chapter 4, okay? By its combination, chapter 4 with the concept from chapter 2 that use the standard deviation, use the mean, right? And also use the concept from chapter 5, chapter 6, how can we determine the data value is usual or unusual? And the rule is this. If the data value is within 2 standard deviation, we consider usual, okay? So we need to find out what's the mean. So first thing I will do, I will look in what's the mean, okay? So the mean equal For the binomial, you need to do n times the p. Remember that? N times the p. So will give me n is total number of the people selected. It's 800 people, right? And multiply people will say yes or no. And the beginning say a survey for brain recognition is done, and it is determined that 68% of the consumers have heard of this company. That means in the past they already done something, but now they just conduct again a survey of 800 people here. Okay, so you can use that information they already done before as our P, as that's what we call success probability for one trial when you ask one person, right? So 0.68, you can multiply here to see how many people related to this. So I will use 800 multiply 0.68 and get the number. 544 is the mean, okay? In average, 544 people, okay? Then we need to find out the standard deviation, right? So this is just for finding the mean. And I want to find out standard deviation. That's sigma, right? And my whiteboard doesn't have those kind of Greek notation here, so I just had to write out in English here. So standard deviation sigma equal, how we find out that? You need to get the square root, right? Square root of NPQ. Remember that? You need to have 800 multiply 0.68 and multiply Q. Q is 1 minus P. Okay, don't forget this. How can I get the Q? The Q is equal 1 minus P. Okay, so let's make it longer. So that's why we just subtract from the 1. So it will equal 1 minus 0.68 and get 0.32, right? Okay, so you have to multiply all these one together, use the formula to do it. Then take a square root of this. Okay, so you can hit the calculator and to see second square root and type in 800 multiply 0.68 multiply 0.32. This is the formula for binomial to find the standard deviation. So I got 13.19. Okay. Actually, we don't need that many decimal here. Then you can use that determination is unusual, not usual. So since the number they ask us to check is 698 consumers, right? And look like 698 consumer compared to the mean 544. That's greater than mean. So it's on the other side. It mean plus 2 standard deviation. So I'm going to check out if I calculate the mean plus 2 times of the standard deviation sigma. What number should be this? So 544 plus 2 times of standard deviation, just got it, 13.19. Okay. And will give me some number for me to give the judgment here. So 544 plus 2 times 13.19. I got 570.38. So that means 571 as people, right? You have to count like 571 people. So would it be unusual to get 698 consumers? And this number is kind of 698 is greater than our standard. Up to 2 standard deviation is a usual number we can get. In other words, from conducting a survey, if we could get the people recognize this company, up to the 570 people consider usual, okay? Even the 571 people is usual. But beyond 571 people, like 698, kind of unusual, kind of larger amount of people recognize. So you can use this one to do the judgment. Will it be unusual? And my answer will be yes, right, unusual. And why? Because the number they put here, 698, is greater than our limit, not the limit of the mean plus 2 standard deviation. That's I come out of 570.38. I use the formula they put here. They say unusual value are either less than this one or greater than that. And since the number is so big, right, 698, more than the mean, so I check out the right hand. Check this large limit, right, mean plus 2 standard deviation. And I found out up to the 571 is kind of considered usual. But beyond, for example, more than 571, right, 572, we consider unusual. And the number you need to check is 698, which is greater than this number, right? So we got the answer already. It's kind of unusual. So many people recognized the company, okay? That's a solution.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And look at your midterm review. Any other problem here you'd like me to go over? Check any other problem, so I can go back to our course state 1000 there to find out the midterm review problem and copy and paste here. Okay. So you can see like a problem 33, they give you the area first, right? 33. But this one is using the standardized score, the G score. The mean is 0, standard deviation is 1. So this is ask you the G score, okay? But you also can use calculator to do for you, okay? You just use the second vowel, inverse norm, okay? Use the inverse norm, type in 0.9599, and mean is 0, deviation is 1. It should get answered. We can give it a try. I think I'm going to use calculator to try it. Second vowel, select the number 3. Area is given there, 0.9599. Mean is 0, and standard deviation is 1. And use the inverse norm should give you right away. The answer is 1.749. And when we round it to 2 decimal, it will be 1.75. Is the answer D, 1.75. You can use the calculator, try it. Give you instantly the solution, okay? Use the inverse norm, okay? Type in the area first, comma, 0, comma, 1. Enter. And round it to 2 decimal. You should have seen the answer. Let me see another one here. Oh. 34, the probability that the G score between 0.7, 1.98. And this is a G score. So when they give you the G, okay, SYG, the last letter G, that's a standardized score. And standardized score is always using the mean as 0 and standard deviation as 1, like a problem 33, okay? So if they give you something like this, it just go to the, probably ask you the probability. So you just go second mouse and choose the number 2. Looking for probability, it's always the number 2, okay? And your low bound is given as a 0.7. Your upper bound up to the 1.98, right? And mean is 0. Standard deviation is 1. When let's say G score is always 0 and 1, okay? And paste, enter. You should come out the answer 0.2181 right away in 1 second, okay? The answer is a D, right? 0.2181. So take a look. If you have any other one you'd like me to go over, I can go.
What about Number 21.
Number 21. Okay, let's go back there. So I need to stop share this one. Okay. Stop share. And I'm going to looking for my midterm review questions. Let's see here. That's the copy. Maybe this one. Okay, midterm review. Problem number 22. Is it 22 or 21? Percentile?
21.
21. Okay. 21. Find the percentile for the data value, value 14. Okay. So when the problem asks you percentile, first thing you have to do, you must rearrange your data given to you in order ascending. Okay. Say then we can ranking which is the first percentile, second or third or 10th or 20 or 30th. Okay. But you can see the given data is not in order. The first number is 4, second number is 6. But if I look more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth value is 4 again. And I also saw the number 2, smaller value is at the end of the our data here. So first thing we needed to do is rearrange the order of our data. So I'm going to copy and copy new one, copy problem 20, 21. Okay. Copy this one, Control C, and bring over the whiteboard.
Wait, what?
Bring over to the whiteboard, and then I'm going to share the whiteboard with you. So stop that and share again with the whiteboard. And whiteboard, I think it's this one. Okay, share. Okay, so now you should be able to see my whiteboard, right? We start the problem 21. So first thing I do, I need to rearrange the order. Okay, so you can see number 2 is the smallest value. So you should just rearrange it. 2 first. And then you help me, okay? 4, 4, 2 first, then 4, 4, 2 of 4. Then we have 2 of the 6, right? 6, 6. Okay. No, I didn't put a comma.
I see 3 6s.
3? Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So I'm going to type one more 6. And now we have 3 6. Oh, help me to count the number
And then 2 10s.
to 10. Okay. 10, 10, 2 10.
And then 1 12.
1 12. Oh, 12. 1 only. Then 14,
And
right?
then 1 14.
1 14.
And then 3 18s.
18.
Oh,
8.
4 18s. I'm sorry.
Okay. 3, 4. Okay. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4 of the 18. And the next number should be 22, right?
Yeah.
Yes?
No, I don't see 22. Oh, yeah, there's
Yeah.
122. I'm
No,
sorry.
122, right? Everybody double check. We have more eyes than my own 2 eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So make sure I have 15 number here. Yeah. Because during the exam, people nervous, usually miss one number. That's always happen. So I just rearrange the value of the number. Okay, I make it bigger so we can see better. Okay, so we have all the number here, but now we need to determine is a percentile for the data value 14. So let's find out first 14 first, right? So I find out 14 is here, 14. Okay. So once you find the 14, that's the value we have to determine what kind of rank for 14. So you have to count how many data below this one, okay? So convert to the percent. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have 9 numbers. So I change to, I'm going to write here, but write with the text is better. So I have 9. I counted 9 out. How many? Total is 15, right? So 9 divided by 15. Oh, 15. 9 divided by 15.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
How many? Percent. So 9 divided by 15. That's will give me 0.6, right? 60%. So we have 60% of the data below this one. Okay. So that's it. You got it. The answer is C, 60. Right? They ask you percentile. So you just need to find out how many percent of the data below this value here. And we just count it. We have 9 data divided by total. Give us the 0.6. And 0.6 is equally 60%. So you can show my one more, 60%.
So you only count the data, but you don't include number 14. Okay.
Below and compare to the total. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So you
And you
can
said we will always count to the left of the data
the
value.
left-hand side, smaller than that number. Yeah. Less than. We just follow the definition because the percentile must be the one kind of separating 60% below, 40% above. Is a divider there. Okay. So you just need to count how many data below that value and compare to the total number. And that's all. Okay. And find out it's 60%. Any other question you have? Midterm review?
So many.
Try to work out all, okay? And if you have any questions that later you find out that you have more, you can post on the Week-8 discussion forum there, okay? And we will be counted as your participation with our midterm review. And that's what give you the credit on that, on participation, right? And if you post one more solution for one of the review problem, but don't repeat with someone already done, okay? Your another different questions here. Among the 40, choose the one nobody posts yet. Complete a solution. You can earn extra credit of the 10 points, adding to your exam score. For example, your exam, you got 200 point, and you post one question there correctly, you will get 210 points. Okay, the total points for the midterm exam is 300 points. So extra credit will help. Okay, and of course you can put any question you have, put it there. That's count as your participation credit, and you get another 10 points from the participation. All right. It's 6:11 already, so some people need to go to another class. Some people need to go to something else. So I will stop here. But as I said, if you discover more questions, you can always post on the discussion forum there. I will go there to check anyone got the questions, okay? And I will explain there for you, okay? All right. And check out the solution. Some of posted already too. Okay, that's will help. We have 40 problems, right? So everyone can pick up one. In case no one pick up some problem, you just post that problem. Nobody post a solution, and I will come to help. Okay. And if I didn't answer you right away, you can always email me. Okay. And I will come to help. Okay. So today,
Professor, I
yeah.
need to talk to you afterwards because I have a situation.
Hmm.
My respondents is not working. And I'm bringing up the lockdown browser.
Yeah. You
And
need to write the ticket to Canvas help, and they will help you to set up. Okay. You just have to spend the time to do that.
because it's coming up as lockdown browser, it's going in a circle and everything.
I don't know because I'm not a technician. I just had to ask our IT support here. And we have IT support, the Canvas support. Those people working in the Canvas help there is answering your technical problem, such as responses. They will help you. And they have right to get into your course to check where is wrong, your setting, which part is wrong. At the
You
beginning, my setting was
correct.
wrong
You
too.
you had the email for the support team on the first page of home, correct?
No, you just go to the canvas and the button on the left hand side, there's a
Okay.
canvas help. Okay, let me show you
Okay.
where is that.
Canvas help.
Um, let me go view as a student. Okay, I can change to view as student. Okay, now I'm going to share, stop and share with a whiteboard. So when you have any